Okay, I'm back. Let's see, 8 minutes. I noticed I was playing some of the replays just to make sure they were working, and I've noticed that the audio gets a little bit out of sync even with these short 10-minute videos, so hopefully it doesn't become too much of a problem for you guys. The reason that he's not drawing in the right spot is because I forgot to say -1 to his location when I draw him. The reason being that I've chosen to make the top left corner 1, 1 rather than 0, 0, so now he's in the right spot. And again, there's no transparency. I'm going to worry about doing the transparency a little bit later. So in timer here, we're going to say that a and I equals a and I plus 1. If a and I equals, what did we say, 4? Yeah, 4, then a and I equals 0. That way it goes between 0 and 3 only. And look, he animates. Yay! So, time to put in the direction stuff. So if I go to the picture and I say key down, it passes key code here, and 37 is the left arrow key. So if you can remember that, you can remember them all because then they go clockwise. 38 is up, 39 is to the right, and 40 is down. So just remember 37 left. D2 equals, oh crud, what was left? Yes, I know, it freaks out on me. I'm just gonna copy this over, just so I can see what directions these are supposed to be. So if I say left, I want it to be 3, 38, then D2 equals 4 for up, equals 1, and finally 2. So now that tells the game what direction we want him to be facing. So it's somewhere down here in timers where we have to put this. Now I want to choose his direction and do all this kind of stuff before I draw him. So we're going to say if animation equals 0. How should we put this here? Here you go. If animation equals 0, that means that he has landed. I'm actually just going to put this that every animation as it moves up by a number, once he's gone through the full cycle, he's moved from one tile to the next. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. So if his animation equals 0, which means he's completely moved from one to the other. Wait, before I do anything, I'm going to get this again. If animation equals 0 and D equals 1, then A equals A plus 1. He's moved to the right. If his direction was to the right. 2, 3, and 4. If he's 2, then he's going down. 3 is to the left. And 4 is up. Now we need to do something to make sure that he's allowed to continue moving. So then we say, I'll do a nested here. Probably could have done that for the rest of it, but if D equals 1 and tile, let's see, 1 is going to the right equals 1. Then he's not allowed to continue going in that direction. So what should we have happen here? If he hits a wall, basically. Just for now, I'm just going to say crud. Don't really know what to do. Alright, well, you know what? First, let's assume that they did it right. So we'll say if D2 equals 1. So in other words, if you've just landed at a new tile, now it's going to check and see what direction you've asked it to go. So if we've asked to go to the right, and that tile is a wall, let's say, here we go. If the tile is not a wall, then D equals 1. So you're allowed to keep going. You're allowed to travel in that direction if, let's say D2. You're allowed to travel in that direction if it's not a wall. Seems simple enough. 2, 3, and 4. 3 would be to the left, and that would be up. Okay, so those are the first conditions that you've done it correctly. Let's see here. For drawing the guy, we need to change something with the animations here. Let's do this. If d equals 1, then I'm just going to put 4 conditions in here. It'll draw him, and we'll say, what is it? I keep forgetting this. 1 is to the right. I really did screw myself up by not numbering those right to begin with, because now I keep forgetting what they are. 1 is to the right. So draw him in his normal spot, but also shift him over. What would this be? Animation times tiles are 30 by 30. We've got to take 1/4 of that, so it's what, 7.5. I probably should have gone by with 20 by 20 or something I could divide by 4, but whatever. Hindsight 50/50. And then we've got down, left, and up. This will be down, left, and up. I think that's right. Let's see. Well, he does travel down. There's no collision detection, which we didn't expect there to be. Yeah, and then he freaks out when he leaves the map. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do if you haven't told him what to... Oh wait, let's see if I can steer him. Steering him's not working. And I hear the alarm. Let me save.